Hello. Didn't record much, oh, well, at all during the weekend. Uh, Mainly because I was playing Silent Hill 2, and I kinda wanna play more, so it's gonna be a bit of a short one. No editing either, so won't be covering comments. But yeah, Friday, I already said I was having a barbecue, so it might be a short one, or not one at all. It turned out to be not one at all. Because, like, it ended up being pretty late, around, like, I think 11 is when I left. And the reason, well, that it took so long, oh, is my inventory full? Yeah, pretty full. I'm just gonna dump some stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't need these old shirts or the Mouth of Truth. Can't even be. Well, the globe is kinda cool. Don't feel like selling it. But yeah, left at around 11. And I cycled there from work to like, it's in another city, and my work is like in a triangle of 3 big cities. But was an hour of cycling from my work, so cycling home would have been even longer, which is why I was planning on, it's what I usually do is when I go back from hanging out with friends, and it wasn't the same city, but the city we usually do is just take the train back with my bicycle in it. You have to get like an actual bicycle ticket for that though. But yeah, I did that, paid nicely, but like, it was a Friday night, so there were a lot of drunk people in the train, and there were like these younger guys who also brought in like their bikes when they were like openly talking about not having paid and stuff, and like if the conductor comes, just quickly buy a ticket and stuff. And I was just like there with my headphones on, which is like my usual strategy when I'm around some disruptive people on the train. But yeah, eventually, well, I was getting so annoyed by them that I actually left at a stop earlier than I should have, which is to like the main city center station. And from there I apparently had to take a train to like the city I usually go to, which is weird because that's like in the complete other direction, and but that was apparently shorter than just taking the train that goes from that city center to the local town I get off. But yeah, I didn't feel like waiting that long, so I was like, okay, and I felt like, okay, I don't want to spend like any more in this train, or any train really, because it's a Friday night, so yeah. I couldn't feel like that, so I was like, okay, once I get to the main city center, I'll cycle from there, which is a bit long, but like, compared to like taking the train to the other city and then to the town, it wasn't like that much of a difference. But I got so annoyed by like the drunk people that like I got off a stop earlier than I should have. I was just like, oh, the train stopped, great, I can leave now. This should be the main center, but it wasn't. It was like still slightly further out of the town, further from the town. But yeah, I wasn't gonna wait for another train that's probably filled with drunk people, so I just started cycling. And eventually I got to the main city center. Turns out there's a massive fair going on there. That city is also known for hosting the biggest fair, like, I think, in the whole country, basically. So you could literally not go through there with a bicycle. It was blocked off, so I don't know where the station is compared. I think you could have still gotten out the station, so that might have been nicer if I... But maybe it was all blocked off around the main station. So I don't know, it might have been good that I got off a stop earlier. but like Google Maps just it acknowledged that the roads were blocked, and then it would still send me that way. So every time I would just get sent to a blocked road, and then I'd like rotate around. Wait. Whoa. That's all the bells. No way. Apparently my Luxtrat has finally reached the point where I can get the full money rock. After only, what day is it? 143. I think. Damn, nice. That'll help with paying off my debt. So yeah, it was a long cycle home after that. I got home at like 1 AM, a bit past that even. But once I got out of the city, it was pretty nice cycling at night. It was nice, like cool summer air too. Took a cool picture of the moon in like a massive field. And yeah, I always like cycling at night. Has a certain atmosphere. As long as you don't feel like you're in any danger. Like cycling at night in the city, that was a much worse experience. But in the countryside, it's pretty nice. No one around too, so like it feels really peaceful once you cycle into a town and you're just cycling across the streets, the completely empty streets, or maybe there's like one guy walking home and you're like, ah, there's a guy. And sometimes whenever I see a guy, I wonder what his story is, or her story. I should make enough money of this to pay off some of my debts. And after that, so yeah, obviously I didn't record a video on Friday for that reason. After that I just kinda got lazy, I guess, and procrastinated. Because I was playing Silent Hill 2 for like the whole day. The remake. I'm pretty sure this isn't a museum painting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's just called a fine painting. But, do I risk it? I will just buy it in case, and I'll see next time. I've done this before, and I think I was completely right that they don't sell museum paintings at Nooks, but we'll see again. Other than that, nothing I really want here. And then I've got some time before going to bed to play even more Silent Hill 2 Remake. Which I'm pretty close to the end of the game yet there, but not yet. And I'm excited to beat it and then get into Resident Evil Requiem, which is probably going to be quite similar. And yeah, just looking forward to all of that. Yeah, there's still some stuff I wanted to talk about, couldn't cover, but that's what the next episodes are for, I guess. And yeah, I'll get into some comments too. There's stuff, like, I think there was one about horror games less Silent Hill, so yeah, perfect opportunity to talk more about that. But later on, so in between that time, I hope you have a wonderful time, just any time.